Hi, it's Karen with Living Our Dream Homestead, where today we're going to be making homemade pretzels. Now, this is the first time for me making the homemade pretzels. I always like to try at least 2-3 new recipes a month, because you never know what you're going to find. You might end up finding something that's absolutely fabulous. And my kids, they always tell me, "Oh, Mom, I have too many recipes." Well, you know what? Just go ahead and try a new one. You never know, because more than likely, it's going to be a great one. All right, so let's go ahead and start today. So I'm using, this is a mixer. This is actually a KitchenAid mixer. This has got the dough hook. So this is the first time I've actually used the dough hook. Usually when I make bread, I just use a bread machine. I have made it from scratch, literally, kneading and all that stuff, but I haven't used this. So we need to go ahead and take 1 3/4 cup of warm water. You don't want it hot because it will kill the yeast. And I'm going to go ahead and pour that in here. It splattered over there. Next, we're going to go ahead and add in 4 cups of unbleached all-purpose flour, which I have here. So that's 1 cup. Two cups. Three cups. This should be the last one. 4 cups. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and add in a tablespoon of honey. Now you could try brown sugar, but I am going to go ahead and use honey this time. Okay, now we need to add in 1 package of fast rise high active yeast. Doesn't have to be high active, but it needs to be the rapid rise, because this is going to be something we're going to make quick, where it will not have to, sit on the counter for hours. And we just need 1 packet of that. Go ahead and add that in there. And now we're going to add in 1 teaspoon of salt. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and turn this on, and it's going to have to go on medium for about 5 minutes. Here's the dough up close. When I got it out of the bowl, it was extremely sticky. So my suggestion, of course, don't wear any rings. I wasn't wearing any rings, but you don't want to be wearing any kind of rings while you're doing the bread and getting it out. I'm back. Well, the bread, I got it out of the bowl, and what I just showed you, it was up close what it looked like. Yes, it was extremely sticky. So you need to go ahead and flour a board, and if you don't have a board, just put down like some wax paper and flour so you can coat everything. Now we're going to go ahead, you can see it's still sticky. We're going to go ahead and knead on it for 30 seconds to up to a minute. If it needs a little bit more flour because it's sticky, go ahead and add a little bit more flour to it. And I'm just kind of taking my hand and turning the dough over. Again, we're just trying to get it so it is no longer sticky. So you'll have to add more flour if necessary. Okay, I think it feels pretty good. Now we need to go ahead and pull off some dough here. And of course that is sticky there. To roll it in some flour. We are going to start, I'm going to start trying to roll some balls. We need 14 balls and they all need to be kind of an equal size. So here's one of the balls here. I'm going to go ahead and pull off another one here. See if I can get it about that size. Again, you'll have to add more flour just in order to roll the ball. And that kind of looks like, well, that one looks a little bit bigger, so it's a little bit hard to get it the same size, but just to get it as close as you can. So I'll keep on rolling the balls here, and then I will come back and show you what we do next. Well, I'm back. I made it into 14 balls. I ended up starting out, if you remember on the video, that they were a little small, so I had to keep on adding more dough until they look a little bit okay, where they're a little bit bigger. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and show you how I go ahead and do a twisty pretzel. All right, I'm back, and I'm going to show you how I do a twisty pretzel. Now, you're still going to have to use more flour here, and you're going to have to keep on pulling, and you're really, every time you move it down, you're pulling and you're stretching your dough. So I just keep on like a long snake. I did do one when I wasn't filming, and I tried it, and I just didn't make it long enough. So I wanted to make it a little bit longer for the twist. So just keep on. You got the flour, you have to use that to pull it. So hopefully you'll have a big, huge, long, like snake. And now you're going to go ahead and make like a U, like this. And then you're going to go ahead and twist like this at the top. And then you're going to turn around and you're going to kind of hold it like that. And you're just going to twist this on the bottom. And so this would be like the twist. So then I'm going to go ahead and lay this one down here. And I'm just laying it on some wax paper. I'm going to have to do the rest of them. And I'll try to see if I can do a regular pretzel shape here. We'll try one more here. I'm going to try to do all twisty. My husband, I'm fixing him a grilled cheese sandwich tonight with my homemade tomato soup. And I thought that would be good, the twisty pretzel dipped in the tomato soup. I just think too, it'd be just good dipped in, butter or garlic butter. So I'll just keep on stretching it here. Again, we want to make it a little bit longer. We're trying to form this pretzel, make this like a real pretzel here. Just a little bit more here. That way I'm able to stretch it. Okay. We kind of gonna go like this. So I had it like this, and you kind of go like that, and then this one's gonna go like so. And you're kind of trying to pull it through at the same time. So we'll start with this one here. I'm kind of pulling this one through like this. So if we kind of looked at it like this, it would be kind of like a real pretzel. I don't know if you can see that, something like that. You might be a little bit better at it than me. Like again, this is my first time making homemade pretzels. So I'll go ahead and finish up doing the rest of these pretzels, and then I'll show you the next step. All right, I'm still doing the shapes, but I wanted to show you This is how you can do a pretzel bun. Again, you got to take and make your rope. So we just got to stretch that out as much as we can. And then we're just going to go ahead and kind of roll it. So you take the top here. We're going to kind of just roll it and go all the way around like this. So you're kind of just rolling up the snake, or you're like making a cinnamon roll, if you can see it right there. And so then I'm going to go ahead and put this one down too as well. I've made 2 of those so I can make it for like a burger for the next night. I think that would be really good. So now I've shown you 3 ways to do it: the twisty, the regular, and the pretzel bun. I'll finish doing the rest and then we'll do our next step. I got all the pretzels into the twisty and some regular and the pretzel bun. If you like what you're seeing today, please hit the subscribe button down below. I'm back. All right, we needed to take 2 cups of boiling water. I actually put a measuring cup with the water and put it in my microwave. It took almost 4 minutes before it was actually boiling. I poured it over the 2 cup limit. That way I could pour a little bit out, because once it's boiling, some of it may end up evaporating in the microwave. So I got 2 cups of boiling water here. We're going to go ahead and put that into a bowl here. You can see it's really hot. You can see it steaming. Now we're going to go ahead and take 1/4 of a cup. That's right, 1/4 of a cup, not a teaspoon, of baking soda, pure baking soda. And we're going to go ahead and put that into the boiling water. Ooh, you can hear it. It should be diluting. I should have it all dilute. It's all frothy. All right, now we're going to have to take the pretzels and we're going to dip them into the baking soda mixture. And we might need to do tongs just because, hey, I don't want to get burned. So let's go ahead and try that. I'm going to try to maybe hold the one little part here. The tippy top here. And I'll kind of dip that one end in. And I'm going to go ahead and put it on my cookie sheet. Like so. All right, I'll do that with the other ones and then we'll get ready to get it in the oven. These I have dipped all in the baking soda mixture. The spoon actually came in real handy to dip, especially the pretzel buns. These were okay to dip with the spoon, but when you got them back on the cookie sheet, I had to kind of retwist them because they were starting to come undone. I'm going to go ahead and put it in my oven now at 425 degrees for 10 minutes, and I'll work on dipping the other batch. Here's the other batch ready in a few minutes to put in the oven. I did need to tell you that we needed to put parchment paper on the cookie sheet. The pretzels are all out. They look very nice. They look yummy. Well, I'm back. I just showed you the pretzels up close, since I know sometimes it's hard to see all the way over there, and this is burning hot. It just got out of the oven. So now we need to go ahead and brush the whole tops of the pretzels with melted butter. And this is where we're going to go ahead and put on our salt. If you've been watching my videos, I had a shopping haul where I was looking for the coarse salt, couldn't find the coarse salt in the store that didn't have any preservatives in it, and I was able to find this Morton all natural sea salt. It actually has a built-in grinder that's removable, and this is why I wanted it. The salt is big, huge chunks, pieces like that. That would be like the coarse salt, but again, it's all natural. So I'm going to go ahead, and I'm not going to put a lot on there. Again, I don't want a lot of salt. I just really can't have a lot. But a little bit, hey, sure. And I'll brush this one here. And the other batch is in the oven. And two, I will go ahead and brush that. I will let it cool. And then we'll do a taste test and see how it tastes. I made the pretzel buns here for another night when I figure I can have a hamburger. I can put my hamburger on the pretzel bun instead of my homemade bread, which sounded really good. All right, I'll finish up this and then we'll do a taste test. The pretzels are all done. Look how nice and shiny they are. I showed you an up-close picture of them. I'm going to go ahead and try one dipped in melted butter. So let's see here. I think I'll try this little one here. As you can see, it looks pretty good. I'm going to dip, like I said, just in melted butter. You could also use garlic. Or again, I'm going to try to serve them, you know, with my husband's soup tonight. It's good. It's a little chewy, but I guess that's probably what it's supposed to be. It is a soft pretzel, excuse me. It has a good taste, good flavor. It just has a little bit of salt. If you like more salt, yeah, go ahead and put on some more. I just wanted to talk to you a few minutes. When I was telling you about trying a new recipe, this is what I do, and I don't know if anybody else does it. Like I said, I started doing a new recipe a week for a while, especially when we had the whole world shut down. Just to try new things. It's, you know, at my age, it's nice to try a new recipe or actually try a new skill. And I was trying to teach my kids that, listen, you know, even though I'm older than you, I can always still learn something new. And again, we can find a really good recipe. Yes, sometimes we can find one that's really, really bad and we don't want to make it ever again. Yes, that does happen. But it's also, we can find a good one. So every time I try a new recipe, like we just tried these pretzels today, I've got a mason jar. And you could use this, or you could use a peanut butter jar, whatever you want to use. And I have pieces of paper in here, and these are either skills that I have learned that are new to me, or if I've tried a new recipe. So I've got on here homemade pretzels, that they were good, and I'm going to put that in here. And at the beginning of the year, January 1st, I go ahead and I take out everything in this jar and I lay it all out, and I get to see what skills that I learned this past year and what recipes I tried. And, you know, and again, you know, some of the recipes I might say, hey, that's not very good, I don't want to try that again. Yeah, it's on there. But, you know, we can learn from it. And it's just something, you know, like I said, I was trying to show my children that are grown, because they always tell me, oh, Mom, I have too many recipes. I don't need another one, you know. We don't need that. But you know what? Then I try the recipe and I put it out, and my kids are like, oh my gosh, this is really good, Mom. Well, if you just tried it, you know, and again, I know in today's age, it's really hard to try a recipe due to everything being so expensive, but you might want to just try a new recipe once a month. You know, you might end up learning a new skill or find a really good recipe. Well, thank you for watching. This was Karen with Living Our Dream Homestead, and I hope you have a good day.